Okay, guys, welcome to Tools I Bought Last Week, episode 10. We are going to continue to fill this bag full of USA-made tools. As I showed you last week, we replaced the Vito TPLC with this 17-pocket Klein tool bag. This is completely made in the United States, and everything going in here is going to be USA-made, even down to the bit block. I will not put a plastic bit block that's not made in the United States. So we're still on the search for that. I don't have that, but I do have a load of USA-made tools that we're going to be showing today for this bag. As you know, we've got plenty of Klein. We've got Channel Lock. We got Dasco Pro. We got more Klein wrenches. We've just got a full array of tools here. Tecton, Montana bits. So let's get on with it, and we're going to fill this bag up a little bit more today. So hold on. Okay, first up is the, we need a flashlight for the bag, All American, the Surefire. Now there has been some comments online lately about these stilettos and different Surefire lights that are not made in the United States. This is the Surefire Stiletto. It's a 650 lumen light. You got three settings. It goes from 5 to 250 to 650. And it goes anywhere from hour and 3/4 runtime to 30 hours of runtime. You can see here it's got a 78-meter distance throw. It is rechargeable, but it's the micro USB. It's the only thing I don't like about this light. I already had one of these lights. I like it so much I bought another one. I tell you what I like about it. If you put your hand like this light just fits right in it. I mean, it's got that classic wedge shape with a little bit of, you see these here extrude out a little bit. It just fits perfect in the hand, and it's so easy to use. It's one button. Now this is a program button, and of course you have your tactical switch here. When you push this tactical switch, it goes to high automatically. The program button just says whether you want to start it on the lowest setting or the highest setting. I always keep it on the lowest setting. In other words, you click it, that's your lowest setting, which is the 5 lumen. Then you click it again for the 250 lumen. Then you click it again for the 650 lumen. Now, what I like about this light is it is not a it's not a spotlight. This is specifically a broadcast floodlight, and which is 90% of the time that's what I want. I don't want a centralized beam with 1,000 lumens. I just want something broad where when I put this thing on, I can see within a 25-30 meter distance here. It's perfect. This is exactly what I like. Now I keep one in the bag. Whenever I'm grabbing a light, I will typically grab this one. It's got a nice clip. This clip is not reversible. Now they do have a Stiletto Pro that you can flip the clip around, but I like this lens sticking up anyway when I'm carrying it in my pocket. I'll typically just put it in my back pocket. If I do happen to sit on it, it's flat anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But man, do I like this Stiletto. Now, like I said, there's been a lot of talk that this thing is not USA made. I call Surefire and I asked them specifically on the regular Stiletto, not the Stiletto Pro or the Pro 2, which they've got 2 more versions of it. Is this all USA made? And they said, no, it's not all USA made. The only thing that's not made in the USA is the LEDs. That's the only thing not made in the USA. Everything else is made in the USA. And they assured me of that. So this will be going in the bag. Man, I like it. All this is that polymer, hard plastic, except here, as soon as this front edge here is all aircraft grade aluminum. Very lightweight. I think it only weighs like 2.5 ounces, 2.8 ounces, something like that. I mean, it is very lightweight. You can put it on a cap if you want to. Just very versatile, and I love the broadcast type light. Like I said, the only bad thing is I wish it had a USB-C instead of this micro USB. But you know what, it is what it is. Still a great light. I used to have this Surefire here I've had for over 20 years. Now, when the mag lights, and I've had a couple before this, the Surefires, when the mag lights were so popular in the 90s, everybody at deer camp had a mag light. I brought this Surefire and blew them out of the water with it. But I'll tell you, you can tell. Let me turn this light off here. I want to show you the difference in the type of light it is. With these, it's a momentary switch on the back, or you can turn this tail speech till it, there you go, tailpiece, and when it connects. Now you see how yellow that light is, and dim? Look at the difference here. I mean, it's a huge, you know what a difference 20, 25 years makes when it comes to lights. But still, back in the day, this ruled the roost. At deer camp, anyway. Of course, they were drunk half the time anyway. They couldn't see any light. So, that's the Surefire Stiletto. I'll put a link in the description. Okay, next up is the Klein Tools Precision Flush Cutter. Now, this is the D275-5. It is made in the USA, as you can see here. This is typically, I have the larger flush cutters. This is one of the first smaller flush cutters I've got, or I bought, and I bought it mainly because I wanted some room in the bag. Now, if you'll see here, it's got Klein Tools, and on here inscribed, it's got 16 gauge max. So I guess that's the max wire you can cut. I do like this little flush cutter. I wish it had something to keep these closed, because I keep rubber band or something around them, I guess. But let's see how it works. Let's put this thing. Oh, you know what? I went all the way. Oh, I see. You see how that, it's got this little, the cutter stop right here. And they're not even. You see the cutters, the left side goes up further than the right side for some reason. So you got to make sure you can't put it all the way in. You got to put it just right. Boy, it cuts it good when you do that. Let's try that again, see if it's hard to get to that area. No, it's not hard. You just got to remember that you can't go all the way in with it. It's kind of strange though. I wish they would have made them where it went all the way down, where you could just reach in, wherever and cut, but that's not the case. Now what's next is the shears. This is the Midwest, the right tool since 1945. It's the Nifty Cut Precision Utility Snips. It is from Sturgis, Michigan. Let's open it up. I have not opened these up yet. I think this was recommended by Matt. He sent me a link, sent me an email with a link to this. And here they are, made in the USA, made in Michigan. You can see here it says Midwest, USA. And these cutters are just razor sharp. Very nice. I tell you, the only thing, I wish it had a spring to it. A spring with a little closure or something, because this is, you got to operate it like a regular pair of pliers. I mean, you got to put your fingers here and, which is not bad, but I can see if you got a lot of cutting to do, if you're cutting sheet metal or something else, a spring would come in real handy. Even paper, if you're got a long sheet. Kind of strange. I mean, they're okay. They're going in the bag, but honestly, they're not my favorite. Just because of the spring. But I tell you, when you hit it here, you could just hear that shearing action there. Very nice. I mean, it's well built, very sturdy, very strong. Everything lines up great. Just no spring. Oh well, you know what? They're USA made and they're going in the bag. Let's see what's next. Okay, the next thing we need in the bag is a pen or a pencil. Now, I prefer the pens. This is Right in the Rain, Defying Mother Nature, black ink. It's the bolt type, triangular shaped orange pen. It's got a brass tip on it. Let's see, it's lanyard ready, bolt action, durable barrel, triangular grip, brass tip, 0.9 millimeter fine tip pen. So let's open it up, take a look. Let's see if I can see where this is made. The ink cartridge is manufactured by Fisher in Tacoma, Washington. So this is the bolt action type, or bolt type. You can see it automatically. All you have to do is pull it down. It'll automatically flip over. I'm just going to push it down with this finger. Very easy to operate. I like the clip here. I guess this unscrews to get to the cartridge. Oh, the tip does. The tip unscrews. So let's do something. Let's see if it's really going to write in the rain. I'm going to get a piece of walnut here. We'll put it in some water. Pull it out. That's good and wet. Let's see. Wow, it did it. It writes very well in the wet. So that's something to be proud of there. If I had a regular pen, do I have a regular pen? Let me go get a regular pen and see what that's like. Okay, I got a regular pen here. This is the Bic round stick. You can see, writes fine. Let's see if it'll write. It writes not quite as bold. It is leaving a mark. Just not as dark as the write. You know what? Let me get this piece of paper off. Put a little water on this paper. See if I can see the difference. This is the regular Bic. Kind of got some skips to it, as you can tell. This is the Write in the Rain. I'm not seeing much difference. Well, maybe a little difference. This is the Write in the Rain, this is the Bic, but not enough to really warrant the $13 price tag for this. But it is made in the USA, and we'll put it in the bag. Okay, so the next thing I bought, which everybody and their brother bought, the ProFlex 12-piece impact bit set from Klein. This is that new small, thin mod box. Let's open it up here. Now, these next couple I'm going to show you are not made in the United States. In fact, this one here, so these are made in Taiwan. Number 1 Phillips, number 2 Phillips, 2 slotted, 2 Robertsons, and then it goes a 3/16 and a 1/4 inch hex bit, and T15 to a T25. You got 3 of those. I wish it had a T10 in there, but it does not. I may add a T10. What I'll probably do is take out this slotted and put a T10 in its place there. Okay, next up is the Icon 35-piece set. This was the original one they came out with. I never had it, so I went ahead and picked it up. I was at Harbor Freight the other day, and they had I think I had a 20% off coupon, and I bought this. Now, I did already have the new 1/4 inch compact socket set, which I showed on this channel before. It's a complete socket set, and you know, everybody was all mad at Icon because they didn't have the pass-through ratchet here. I never did have a problem with it. I have not even used this yet. But here is the 35-piece. Now, this one does come with quite a few more bits. And of course, it's got that pass-through head on it. It is a very cool ratchet, though. I can see what people like about it. What people like about it now. Look how compact it is. And I mean, you put this in here, you almost have a full handle to work with. Okay, let's see if we can't find a place to put these 4 USA made tools we got last week. Looks like this stiletto is going to fit perfect right here. Yeah. See, now I wish that this clip did reverse where this would be down. Oh boy. All right, you know what? The same pocket, I'm going to put this pin right here. And now we got our little flush cutters. I think they might go perfect in this pouch. The only thing left are the manually operated shears. And I'm going to put them right there. Okay, here we go. Klein's filling up. I need a bit rail and whatever else you guys suggest. I know I need a level. I don't have a level in here yet. Some people say the Johnson levels are made in the United States. I don't know about that. I've looked at a couple that were not made in the United States. If you know of a small 6-inch or 8-inch level that's made in the United States, please let me know. I mean, I found a couple of people sent me, like $70, $80. I tell you, I am spending way too much money on this bag. I'm trying to cut down, so I'm looking for pretty reasonably priced USA made tools. One thing I did add was this, because I forgot I even had this. This was in a bag in the garage. This is made in the USA. I just love these handles. I love this type of wire stripper, even though I've got another wire stripper in here. I like this strong needle nose look to it, and it's going to stay in the bag. Okay, so we are going to be giving away from comments from tools I bought last week, number 9, these 2 tools. This is the Work Pro 4-inch. This is kind of like a mean tool these days. 4-inch water pump pliers. And we're going to be giving away this Knipex Robertson drive. So these 2 will be given away. Let's see who won it.
Okay, guys, here it is. Let's pick a winner. We got 43 comments. SCoogs026. Hey, congratulations, SCoogs. My email address will be in the description. Email me, and I will get that right out to you.
That's it. Thanks. See you next week.